just so much that I just didn't have the capacity to create any YouTube ASMR videos. However, I did stream on Twitch, or I have been streaming on Twitch, mostly Animal Crossing. It's just the _Uniy on Twitch if you want to come and join me. I used to do a lot of ASMR on Twitch, but I kind of lost the passion that I had for it. So I switched to just playing Animal Crossing on Twitch, and it has been really fun. It's a very small community when it comes to my gaming, but I've really enjoyed just taking some time out of ASMR and just playing some fun, very gentle games. So thank you so much. Also to all the precious beings that answered my poll about gaming ASMR. I enjoy gaming so much that, and I also do enjoy ASMR, and it's just something I really want to combine and just see where it'll take us, hopefully improve on it and make relaxing but fun content related to gaming and ASMR. So that is something we will work on shortly. I think my last video was 2 months ago, which would make it September. In a nutshell, this year, for like the same for everyone, but it has been so crazy. Panda and Uniy was meant to go to Singapore and Vietnam in August. Obviously that couldn't happen, so we got our money back, which was really good. So really happy about that, but we were meant to travel together for the first time, which just couldn't happen. I had got a new manager at work, and it has been probably the best thing that has ever happened to me at work. My original manager was so awful. I actually had to take a week and a half of stress leave, unpaid stress leave, at the end of February. So this is just before Rona came to New Zealand. And he basically bullied me in front of like the office floor. It's a really long story, but yelled at me, paraded me in front of everyone, and no one was there to support me because no one could stand up to him. Thankfully, he stepped, I guess, across roles. And now I have a female, a lady manager, and she is so fair, unbiased, open-minded, like really culturally aware, very liberal, which works in my favor because she has a lot of qualities and values that I have as well, and we get along really well. And so my work, and also I haven't lost my job, which is another great thing, so I'm very thankful for that. But work has now actually been really good, and I've made new friends as my best work friend left me. So I've also managed to make new friends, and that's been really helpful too. January's and February, it's sort of been my goal, because I found out I get paid the least in a team of 15. So even though I have more responsibilities and I know a lot more than others, I still get paid the least amount in the whole team. So I've been really working hard to try and prove that I deserve a pay rise by managing lots of different projects, managing, coordinating and working hard in lots of different projects. And maybe that has actually perhaps been a contributor to me not making videos, because I have been quite tired from work. I mean, I do work 5 days a week, so it can get really tiring. And then on top of that, working hard at work, I tried to buy a house on my own in September. Late September. Basically, it was a 1980s flat, so it was one of two. They were joined at the garage. It had 3 bedrooms. It was quite large for the fact that it was a flat. I offered $425,500. My offer was accepted. And then as soon as that happened, I kind of started to find out things that I wasn't happy with. For instance, I found out that the owners, the vendors, had tried to get fibre optic internet installed, but the neighbour, who was number 125, they refused because they didn't want the driveway, the shared driveway, to be dug up. So fibre optic was never installed, and it's free until December 2020. And that actually is a huge issue for me, not having fibre, because of the fact that I stream, I upload, I do a lot on the internet. I need it for working from home if I have to. So that was the first kind of red flag. I tried to find out the reason, because no one could give me a reasonable answer or reasoning as to why nothing happened. So I actually ended up ringing the flat next to the one I was going to buy. So I was 2/127, and the tenanted flat next door was 1/127. I wrote this all on my Discord, by the way, so if you want to join Discord, I'll put the link. Both. I'll try to both. The owners, so the landlords of 1/127 was super into getting solicitor's approval. I had confirmed insurance. So I just had finance left to confirm. So I visited on the Friday. I said hi to the neighbours. The lady was actually really nice. And I thought, oh my god, I would love to have these people as my neighbours. They seem really reliable. I could probably come and get help from them if I needed to. So I thought, this is good. This is really good. I'm feeling really good about it. I then say, hey, what's up with the tenants of flat 1? I said the curtains are literally always closed. Is it always like that, or was that while there was an open home? She confirmed that basically they always have their curtains shut. And that she has, like, I think 2 children, and the man who was with the lady who tenanted the flat would speed up the drive, and apparently she had to even tell him, hey, like, you gotta slow down because we have kids, you know. But he's never made an effort to do that. So I thought, okay, well, that's fine, I'll go and try and talk to them when I move in, right? Try and develop a relationship so that can be a bit better. And then I said, hey, so what's up with the fibre? And she basically confirmed that they didn't want the driveway dug up. Even though the driveway wasn't nice, like it wasn't freshly done, or, you know, they just didn't want to have the strip down and across to go to the houses. And they didn't like, she basically confirmed that they didn't like, they would take 2 days, I think, of not being able to use the driveway to do it. And then she said, if we can have it up the fence, then that's like totally fine. And I was like, great, so you're like super into the idea, but there's the issue with the driveway. So I was like, I can work with that, you know. However, I then realised that the reason why it has to be in the ground is because it like splits to one house and 2 houses, so it can't be on the fence. And I just thought, this is probably not a risk I really want to take, because I really need fibre optic. Like, I need fibre. So, but I was like, okay, I can probably make it work, you know, I can probably convince them that, you know, we need it and that it just is 2 days and blah blah. Great. Then I was walking out the driveway. I was feeling pretty good. I was like, yeah, this could work. This is, you know, they're really nice people, so I can probably make it work, right? I'm literally standing out on the sort of the very end of the driveway and the footpath, and like I'm about to walk onto the road, and this old car comes like zooming up, and like I'm about to like walk out, and it cuts me off, like it goes whoo, like this, and I'm like, whoa, that's insane. I literally almost got run over. And I remember looking at the car and the people, and I look, and I keep looking, and I look down the driveway, and this car speeds up my driveway, right, or our driveway. And then I realize, because I'm thinking, who is this? And then I realize it's the tenants of flat 1. That moment, I basically started crying, and I thought to myself, I can't live here with a person who just thinks that behaviour is okay to a stranger. Like, imagine living next to that, and like I come out of, say, my living room, and I see them maybe partying with their friends, there just wasn't that sense of like respect and like friendliness from them. And to me it's like, if you're willing to do such a thing and you've been told to slow down and you continue to speed, I don't want to live next to someone like that, period. Because I'm using all of my savings to buy this house that is so old, that needs its laundry refurbished, it needs its bathroom refurbished, it needs new wallpaper on the walls, it needs to be painted, the kitchen needs to be refurbished. The building report even said it needs new insulation, it needs to have double glazing, it needs like all these things, it needs new carpet, it needs new flooring in the kitchen. I'm just like, there's so many things that just was adding up. I was calculating in my head and I thought, I'm going to spend $425 buying it. Then I'm going to have to spend $50K probably on refurbishing the house, which I don't have time, I don't have skill, I don't have the money because I've spent it all buying the house. Plus I have to live next to neighbours, like what I just saw. I was just like, I can't do it. So I called. I can't be here. Like I just knew in my gut it just wasn't meant to be. So this is in September, end of September. And I call my mortgage broker, and I say, can you please write something and get me out of this contract? So the next day he wrote something and he basically said, can't confirm finance, which is essentially true. I could afford it, but I couldn't afford to then do the rest of the stuff to the house. So I got out of that with like 2 days to go. And then literally the next week, my colleague at work is sort of saying to me, she's like my new friend there, but she said, have you considered building? And I just thought, oh no, I can't afford that, like I don't have money for that. She was like, well, what about building with Panda, She said, there's all these places that have sections for sale and subdivisions. I love subdivisions. She was like, building actually isn't expensive, it's the land that's expensive. Anyway, she basically got me kind of looking at different house and land packages and options, and I thought, oh my goodness, I think this is what I'm meant to do. Like I just had this feeling. I said to Panda, would you be interested? He was like really keen. So that the next week, so the first week of probably October, we started getting in touch with, we basically put the land on hold. We went through my colleague's builder, got a whole building plan organised. We signed the purchase agreement for the section, and we got 30 days to confirm our building contract and to get our money from the government. As a New Zealand citizen, we get between 3 and 10 grand from the government for free to help towards buying a house. But in order to get that money, you have to basically decide on the kitchen, laundry, everything to do with the house, the plan, where the rooms and stuff go, the plan, carpet colour, wall colour, all these things you've got to decide first. And then get the building contract, sign the building contract, and then send that off to the government so that they can see that you're going to be building a piece, like a house on the land that you're about to buy, because they don't give the money if you aren't going to build anything on it, because that's not the point. The point is we go into a house this. So obviously after work we then got to go in, drive all the way into town, sign the documentation, and then the next day send that off to the right people, and it's like all of this admin just to get to the stage where we can sign a building contract. But so that's literally what's been happening, and to escape all of that, I've been playing Animal Crossing and been streaming it a little bit when I've been able to. It's for some, I think because, I work full time and then having to organise, do lots of admin for the house, it has taken my energy and like my kind of ability to plan my week, because I don't know when they're gonna need me and Panda to come in and like see them and talk to them. So like tomorrow we're meeting our mortgage broker again to go through the setup of our mortgage, and that's usually when I film. So it's kind of stuff like that that's actually becomes really difficult for me and like how my brain works, and I just get so tired from meeting people. Honestly, it's so exhausting for me. But we have finally confirmed the land. We have signed our building contract. We have decided the colours, the outside, all of that. We've got pre-approval for that building contract plus the land. So we're basically good to go. We will fully own the section on the 2nd of December. And we just got to pay a deposit to get building consent with the builders soon. There's other paperwork we've got to do soon. And then we'll start building. They will start building in February. So we are almost there, and it's very exciting. So that's the majority of what I've been doing, as well as a bit of Animal Crossing as kind of an escapism thing. Other thing, which I have to catch you up on, is I took my nails off. So my nails were obviously clearly damaged from 5 years of acrylic nails. I had an appointment that was recurring every 3 weeks on a Tuesday. My nail tech was so busy that it was impossible to cancel your appointment just to give your nails a rest and then go back later, because she would fill it up, so you would have to go every 3 weeks, which means my nails just keep getting acrylics over acrylics, and never had a break. So my nails were falling apart. Acrylic couldn't stay on the nail, they would just crack off, basically. Break off, crack off, and I just decided that, you know what, I'm going to start doing my own nails, my own acrylic nails, but in the meantime, I need to take them off and give them a much needed rest. So, I have no nails. As you know, my ASMR is based a lot on the fact that I have long nails. So when I took them off, I felt I couldn't make any ASMR videos because there was nothing to do with it. There was just nothing there. That was also a weird mental factor where I just didn't make anything. But I've kind of come to get sort of ideas of how I can make ASMR without tapping or using the nails. So we're getting there with that. Because I decided I was going to do my own nails, I did cancel all future appointments from my nail tech. So I basically graduated from seeing my nail tech, and because of that I've been able to give them a rest, and they've actually come back hemisphere, you need to face north. Northwest is best. Northern hemisphere is obviously south. But yeah, so the house faces north, rooms face north, and then living room faces west. Garage is south. So super exciting. And we went and saw it, and it's looking really dry. The section is looking small, but it was really nice to see it actually all fenced and ready to go, basically, to be built on. So it's very exciting. Like I said, thank you so much for waiting for me. I'm still not sure about schedules and stuff like that, but I'll do what I can when I can. It will definitely be easier once we get the house. Once I have like actual filming space, and proper like wardrobes to put all my bits and bobs in. And I'm just super excited for 2021. It's gonna be so good to say bye-bye to 2020. What a year. It's been crazy. Just such a crazy year. It's just, man, oh man. But it is looking up. Jacinda is back for another 3 years. The US election turned out pretty good, so that's exciting. Vaccine is coming, so that's also exciting. Good things have happened at the end of the year. Who would have thought we would have had this in 2020, honestly. It's crazy, isn't